Right, I am just getting home on a late afternoon from work, and I am going to make this soup. It's called mushroom, rosemary, and hummus soup. It sounds terrible, but my friend Tyler turned me onto it, and I've decided to make it. It's really simple, and it's not going to take long at all. I've heated up some oil in a pan, and I've cut up 1.5 shallots, and I'm going to put that in there, the shallots in there, and then it calls for 16 ounces of baby bella mushrooms. Guys, these are my favorite. I don't know if you've seen me use them before. They're shiitake mushrooms that I get in the freezer section at Whole Foods. That's all that's in them is shiitake mushrooms. I'm going to take 2 bags of these, and I'm going to put them in here, and I'm going to let these cook down for about 10 minutes. Okay, my mushrooms have cooked down. Most of the water is gone. It's probably been about 10 minutes. And now what I need to do is add, it calls for 4 cloves of garlic, and I am not a huge garlic fan. I like it in moderation. So it calls for just, I'm putting 1 clove in, and salt, some sea salt, and some pepper. And then I'm gonna stir this, and I'm gonna let it cook down for another minute or so. And I'm gonna show you guys how good this is looking right now. Hang on. This looks amazing. Okay, so, okay. I'm now ready to add everything else. It calls for either vegetable stock. If you want it to be vegan or vegetarian, you can use vegetable stock, and I actually love vegetable stock because it tastes like mushrooms to me, and I love mushrooms. So one of these boxes is 4 cups, and then I have 2 more cups to add to that. I'm gonna add that, and then it calls for 2 tablespoons of balsamic vinegar. I know this all sounds crazy, but I tasted it at Tyler's house, and it was so good I couldn't wait to make it. So 2 tablespoons of balsamic, and then a tablespoon and a half of low sodium tamari. So there's 1, and then about a half right there. And then it calls for a tablespoon of honey. And I'll just sort of estimate about a tablespoon of honey. So now what I need to do is put 2 rosemary sprigs in. And what's gonna happen is it's gonna cook, and I'm gonna cover it up, and it's gonna just all get evaporated. So the rosemary sprigs, what's gonna happen is some of them are gonna fall off as it cooks, and you want that to happen. And then you'll take the sprigs out, but we will show you in the end. It's simmering. I'm bringing this over so you can see. See, it's gonna get a lot thicker when I put the hummus in, and it just started simmering. So for the next 20 minutes, I'm going to cover it up. And now I have 3/4 cup of hummus, and you could use any kind of hummus you want. Mine is a yummy organic hummus, and it's got lots of lemon in it, so I like that. So I'm putting the hummus in, and I'm gonna stir that in, and I'm gonna just let this cook now for another 10 minutes or so. Right now is take the rosemary sprigs out, and in my soup, I will see that a lot of the little rosemary leaves have fallen off into the soup, and they said that's okay, you want that, it's gonna give it that yummy, delicious flavor. So I'm gonna now let this continue to cook for about 10 minutes. All right, I have my immersion blender ready right now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna thicken up the soup. And I don't wanna get it all. Oh my God! Oy, oy, oy. I wonder why this doesn't work well. There we go. Now it's fun, wasn't it? Thickening it all up, and then I'm going to let it cook down. See, I still have some mushrooms ready. Good thing that thing didn't come off like that. Crazy! It's crazy in the kitchen! Okay, my soup is all blended up. Oh my God, I cannot wait to eat this. And then I'm going to put some rosemary right on the top of it, and I will show you a bowl of it.